South Africa has Africa's most extensive rail network, yet over the past few years it's run into a range of problems. Everything from corruption and vandalism to aging equipment and infrastructure has left it in tatters. And that's had a knock-on effect on other key industries which rely on it, such as mining and therefore the overall South African economy. Extensive reforms since 2023 have brought some stability, but not enough. So they're now being supplemented by the launch of a new master plan aimed at preparing the network for a new era.
We are opening up for private sector operators to transport freight on the transport network, which will remain owned by Transnet. The request for information that I put out in March, that request for information opens up the possibility that the private sector could assist Transnet in investing in infrastructure, both in rail and port.
Transnet is South Africa's state-owned freight transport and logistics company and the custodian of rail, port and pipelines. French rail giant Alstom, which is in the last phase of delivering 600 locally manufactured modern passenger and freight trains, has welcomed the development.
The rail reform really starts to create an enabling environment for those investments to come into the country. So we are quite excited. We want to move from talking about the vision and talking about what are the key things that will actually enable the execution of the project, so that by 2063 we realize this vision of being able to move from Cape to Cairo on a high-speed train.
Analysts say the move to allow private players access to Transnet's operated freight rail network could unlock export-led growth. But Transnet will first need to invest billions of dollars to repair and modernize crumbling infrastructure.
We can't do everything ourselves. There is a need to collaborate with private sector, and where private sector can bring funding, where they can bring expertise, where they can bring skills, that it is worthwhile to actually collaborate and work together.
Rail, if it's not working, it creates a lot of bottleneck within the logistics value chain. That's the key thing. And it impacts the economy of the country. So it's pivotal that we get it right from the maintenance perspective, from the infrastructure perspective.
Transnet oversees the freight rail fleet, around a third of which remains crucial for port-linked trade. It's also looking to China and other countries to step up maintenance and manufacturing capabilities.
We've had some engagements with rail entities there, with some telecom suppliers in terms of China. So definitely we're still looking to collaborate, to partner and to work together with other Chinese entities.
Rail is the backbone of South Africa's freight and transport sector, with experts widely agreeing on the importance of modernizing existing infrastructure and services. With budget cuts looming, this might not be so simple. So the government is turning to external partners to fund its ambitious overhaul and strengthen its position as a logistics hub in the Southern African region. Julie Shara, CGTN, South Africa.